Welcome. Today we're gonna do a medium skin fade.
We are gonna start the haircut. We're gonna start in the third lateral section. We are gonna use number 4 and we're gonna cut in a diagonal position until the back or middle of the head. We are cutting in a vertical position so the haircut in this area is square. Now we're gonna use number 3 a bit lower than we used number 4. Continue using number 3 until the back or middle of the head. Use number 2 a bit lower than we used number 3 and continue cutting in a diagonal position. We are making a drop medium skin fade. Now we're gonna use the 1.5 a bit lower than we used number 2. We are opening the way using the border of the guard. Use the 1.5 until the back or middle of the head. Now we're gonna open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and we're gonna make the line going down. Close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we used the 0.5 or half. Use number 0 without making too much pressure so you don't make a line. The rest of the hair we cut it using the trimmer. Now we're gonna use number 1 with an open blade. We're gonna mostly use the border of the guard and we're gonna open a way that we're gonna blend with the 1.5 and also we're gonna keep in consideration leave some space so we can use number 1 with a closed blade. Use number 1 with a closed blade and stretch the scalp so you can change the angle the hair grows. This way you can also cut shorter. We are prepping the area for the most important step of the cut that is gonna be with the 0.5 or half. Use number 1 with a closed blade until the back or middle of the head. This is the most important step of the cut. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half, mostly using the border of the guard. We're gonna cut from left to right, only clearing the darker areas until the back or middle of the head. I didn't edit the video too much in this part of the video so you can see in a close-up the progress using this technique. After using the 0.5 or half until the back or middle of the head, you can come back and clear the darker areas left using the 0.5 or half. Close the blade to use number 0, mostly using the border of the guard, and go back and clear the darker areas left on the border of the line. As you can see, I'm only using the border of the clipper's blade, and also I'm not rushing. The less you rush, the faster you finish. This is a close-up from the back. We are using the 0.5 or half. Close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we used the 0.5 for half and continue blending the darker areas left. You can use the lever of the clipper depending on the length of the hair. Try to keep the fade in the same area, don't bring it too high. Brush the hair, cut it so you can see clearly the hair that you want to cut. Use the shaver. We are only using the border of the machine and we are cutting from left to right until the back or middle of the head. Now we're gonna continue with the right side. We're gonna do the same procedure. We're gonna use number 4 in a diagonal position until the back of the head. Use number 3 a bit lower than we used number 4. Use number 2 a bit lower than we used number 3 and continue cutting in a diagonal positions to avoid making lines. Use the 1.5 a bit lower than we used number 2. We are opening the way with the left border of the guard. Open the blade to use the 0.5 for half and we're gonna make the line. We're gonna make the line going down. Close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we used the 0.5 for half and try to not make too much pressure so you don't make the line. The rest of the hair we cut it using the trimmer. Use number 1 with an open blade and we're gonna open a way that we're gonna blend with the 1.5 and also we're gonna keep in consideration to leave some room to use the number 1 with a closed blade. Use number 1 with a closed blade and stretch the scalp so you change the angle the hair grows and also this way you can cut shorter. We are prepping the area for the 0.5 or half. This is the most important step of the cut. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half, mostly using the border of the guard, and we're gonna cut from left to right, only clearing the darker areas. I didn't edit the video too much in this part so you can appreciate from a close perspective the use of this technique. As you can see, you can blend this line very easily using this technique. Also, when you are done until the back or middle of the head, you can come back and continue clearing the darker areas using the 0.5 or half. You don't have to blend the line completely using the 0.5 or half. Remember, we're gonna use the number 0 to clear the darker areas left. We are making the connection on the back. Now we're gonna close the blade to use number 0 and we're gonna use it a bit lower than we used the 0.5 or half. Clear the darker areas left. Also, you can use the lever to clear the darker areas depending on the needs that you have. As you can see, I'm cutting in a diagonal position and I'm only using the border of the blade. We're gonna use the shaver, we're gonna only use the border of the machine and we're gonna cut from right to left. You can use the trimmer to blend the line if you make one with the shaver. Continue with the shave. Now we're gonna use the straight razor and the shaving cream. Let the straight razor fall softly. Remember, we already shaved the hair with the shaver. The top we did it with scissors. We're gonna apply water. We're gonna use the cutting scissors. We are not gonna cut much because the client wants to keep the length on top. On the front area, we're gonna use 3 fingers touching the scalp. We're gonna make solid cuts and we're gonna cut in a horizontal position in a 90-degree angle. On the crown area, we use 2 fingers touching the scalp to give it a longer to short look. Comb the hair to the right and connect the guideline we did on top with the right side. Remember, on the front we use 3 fingers, on the back we use 2 fingers touching the scalp. Comb the hair to the left and connect the guideline we did on top with the left side. We use 3 fingers touching the scalp in the front and we use 2 fingers touching the scalp on the crown area. In this case, it's not necessary cutting the third lateral section, so we're gonna leave it as is. This is the final result. This was the medium skin fade. The top we did it with scissors. I hope you liked my video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. These are some of my previous videos. I invite you to watch them. If you like them, hit the like button, share it and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram by Blessed Blade.